Stay tuned, because today we're going to the Benz House. So what exactly is the Benz House? Well, the Benz House is part farm, part fabrication shop, part off-grid compound, but mostly it's home to one of the biggest Benz enthusiasts I know, James Lewis. And we're going to get to do a sit-down interview with him and hear all about what's going on at the Benz House, hear about all of his projects, and just get to see this amazing Mercedes-Benz playground out in the desert. So we've been granted full access to take a look at everything that's going on out there, and I'm bringing it to you along with AutoXposure Media. So let's go take a look at this place and see what the Benz House has to offer. And there'll be some bonus footage at the end, so stay tuned for that. We're going to attempt to get some cars started that haven't ran in 25 years. So I think that's going to be really fun and cool. So stick with us, we're on our way.
The Benz House is something that everybody would call my house that didn't know I was working on cars, I guess, and it kind of just stuck. It's, I guess, the YouTube channel, I guess, started the Benz House because I wanted to be able to show people how to work on their older cars without getting ripped off from, I guess, mechanic shops or taking it somewhere and having, I don't know, just getting hustled. So I figured I'd show everybody DIY on how to have their own Benz House at their own house, because everybody thought my house was a Benz House, but that's not necessarily true. I know multiple people that have the Benz House as well, so yeah, I don't know. The projects that I'm working on right now is an S124 300 TE wagon. I'm installing air ride on it, removing all the SLS and all the lowering springs and everything, as well as dabbling in a few other little things here and there, I guess. Those are off camera. I'm not even going to talk about those yet, but yeah, those are secret projects. Honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I only buy junk. I like projects. I don't like buying new, fun, fancy cars. The reason for that is because I will never drive them. I personally have a few cars that I've owned for multiple years, and I don't touch them because they are perfect. I'm just scared to mess them up. I'm scared to ruin their value. I know that's probably a horrible thing to say. It's like saving your wife's goodies for the next guy type thing. I agree with that 100,000%. That's why I would rather buy junk cars and make them close to perfect. Not perfect, because if they are perfect, then I'm never going to drive them or I'm going to sell them to try to make money. But that's my huge reason on why I personally like to buy junk cars and turn them into something a little bit special, I guess you could say. Obviously, I have my own personal Evo 1. Once the 124 is done, that is obviously a customer's car. I'm going to be working on a few of my own cars. I do need to paint my roof, put on my trim, get a few dents fixed on my Evo 1, as well as polish, buff, and obviously fix the paint. I painted myself. I'm not really a painter. I'm more of a mechanic, but I think it came out pretty decent, but I need to finish that. I have my own S124 300 TD. I have a full 500E body kit I'm going to be putting on that car. That'll probably be the next big project that's on the channel. I'll go start from finish to that. And then, yeah, I have some other things that I just picked up that, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about those because I don't even know what, yeah, they're just pieces of crap, if I'm being honest, at the moment. My Pandem, I'm putting a different motor inside of it. I mean, if you know, you know, but yeah, that's getting a total different makeover. Other than that, though, that's about it right now, thank goodness. Yes, the rumors are true. I am going to be putting a M275 V12 bi-turbo motor inside of my Pandem 190E wide body with a manual standard 6-speed transmission. It's going to be a full standalone. It's not going to be having a lot of the stuff that was on it. I'm going to do a little bit of a similar setup that I did with an SL65 AMG I made in the past. It'll have turbo sticking out of the hood. It'll have stupid setup everything. It'll be fun. Let's just say that. But yes, the rumors are true. I am V12 swapping a 190E Pandem. The camper van is I think a 70s 207D. It is a kind of hunk at the moment. I'm going to be turning it into like a mobile Benz House on wheels, merch van style type thing. It's going to be a fun project. I'm going to bring in quite a few people actually on that build and make it really fun for everyone. Definitely not just the Benz House, but I guess the entire community. Yes, I held the fastest Mercedes speed record for a few years in a row. It was stupid. We had the fastest quarter mile. I think we were at 9.2 in a quarter mile years and years and years ago in my W208 CLK. It was a 5.8 Brabus motor. We were spraying nitrous as well as it was pro-charged. That thing was, it was ridiculous back in the day, but yeah, that thing was stupid, for sure. I was the driver of that car. It was me and my brother who built it. Actually, a gentleman in Georgia. His name was Dimitri. He ran DTK back in the day. Unfortunately, he passed away, but he was the one who actually tuned all of our cars back then. We didn't only do M103s. Back then, we used to do M113s and M112s, turbos, superchargers, prochargers, you name it, we did it. We were doing it 10, 15 years ago. I was doing it when I was a kid, and I was working with people from other countries just to try to make this stuff work because nobody would help us. We ended up putting an FIC8 piggyback ECU actually on our car to make it work because you can't tune the ME 2.0 ECU. So we had to run a piggyback for a while until we got the ME 2.8 set up, and yeah, that's a whole nother deal, but yeah. I don't know if I'd consider myself an expert on M103 EFI. I definitely think I'm one of the only people online that'll show you how to do it, I guess, properly. There's multiple different ways you can go around it and do it. I just kind of show people the most simple and easiest, fastest way to do it with little to nothing. There's obviously many other setups, like I said, you can do and you can use, but yeah, if you M103 EFI swap, it'll be the best engine you'll ever own in your life. I guarantee it. My very first Mercedes-Benz was a CLK 430 W208. Yeah, that thing was a piece of crap, if I'm being 100% honest. We did a motor swap in it. We put a 55 AMG motor in it, and then we ended up blowing that because we put a 250 shot of nitrous on it, and we ended up, I guess, adding it too early. We grenaded the motor. I found a 5.8 Barabbas motor out of an E55 from New York. We had it sent to us. We did a new head gasket. We did a bunch of stuff to it. We put it in the car, and then we pro-charged it, and that thing was a freaking monster. That thing, no matter what pulled up next to us, that thing would kill everything. But it started as a W208 CLK 430. Yeah, that thing was, yeah, that was the first Mercedes I ever had. First thing I ever modified. And yeah, it was a piece of crap when we first got it, but we definitely decked it out. We put a wide body kit on it, custom bumpers. DTK is the one who tuned it. That thing was pretty cool, man. All right, so a little bit about my personal prized possession, my Evo 1. It started life out as a W201 1993 Mercedes 190E LE. It's one of 700 cars ever made. It is extremely near and dear to my heart, actually, personally. I've been looking for this car, this specific car, since I ever even knew what a 190E was. It sounds a little corny, but me and this car have the same birthday, not just the year, but to the month and day. I do have the certificate of authenticity for this car, which is basically its birth certificate, and it's actually in the safe with my own birth certificate. So it's really, really cool. It has a lot of sentimental value to me. And it is unfortunately a salvage title, but I did not care. I figured it was the perfect donor for me to build my dream car, which was obviously the Evo 1. And I found this car, I guess, because of a buddy in our Mercedes group who said, hey, I know a guy who has an LE. I know you have a bunch of them already. I know you're going to want this car. Definitely call him. So I messaged him. I picked up the car, and that was kind of that. I guess I should have led with that, but I didn't. But yeah, so I got the car. I started tearing it apart. It needed a lot of work. It was sitting for about, I think he said 14 years. He parked it because he was going to save it for his son, and his son didn't even want the car. He said he didn't want that old piece of crap Mercedes. So thank you, son of the gentleman who I bought the car from, first of all. I appreciate it. You made my dream come true, so thank you. But yeah, I took every single nut, bolt, washer, all of the underbody coating was taken off, all of the carpet, the headliner, the pillars, literally every single thing on this car was taken off. And I either rebuilt it, I got new stuff for it, got it repowder coated. I did everything and anything you could imagine you can do to the W201, I did to this car with the help of my brother and a few others, obviously sourcing parts and doing a few things I couldn't. But yeah, it's definitely come a long way from where it was when I got it to what it looks like now. I've got it painted 2 times. The first gentleman who painted the car completely botched the paint. It looked like he did alligator texture on the whole car. It was horrible. And this was done at a shop in Arizona. This was not done at some guy's house like I did. The house paint job I did myself looks 1,000 times better than what was done in this shop. And I mean, honestly, I wanted to cry. I've never been so sad in my entire life. It was bad. But we ended up sanding it down, fixing it, and making it obviously look way better. So I'm very happy about that. Again, it's not 100% there, but it's almost there. So that makes me happy. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, the W201 is the best. It's the best chassis in the world. I've owned every Mercedes you could think of. These cars are they're something else. They're perfect, in my opinion. They're a perfect driver's car. So my plans for the motor on the Evo 1 is a ITB setup, naturally aspirated. Well, I call it NA. NA stands for nitrous assisted, not naturally aspirated. But for everybody that doesn't know, it's going to be naturally aspirated. It's going to be hidden underneath the intake, or the ITBs, just so everybody knows. So never try to pull up next to me. It's going to have equal length headers. It's going to have a 2.6 that's bored out to a 3.0 M103 single overhead cam with a manual 5-speed gearbox and an LSD in the rear end. Other than that, it's just going to be a very, very simple basic setup. I'm not looking for the 1,000 horsepower car. I've had multiple. If I do that in this car, I know for a fact I'm going to crash it. So better safe than sorry. I have been building my car for 5-6 years. Everybody who has known me for the past 20-30 years knows that this has been my dream car. It's actually been my dream build to not buy an Evo 1, to actually build an Evo 1. And I always wanted to build it on a 1993 190E. 1, because it's the last year. 2, because it's the year I was born. And 3, I mean, it's one of 700, and I'm like one of one, so this is now one of one just like me. So it has a lot of, like I said, sentimental value to me, this Evo 1. And when I saw that somebody wanted to copy, I guess you could say, my exact build and pretty much do everything I did, it was kind of a kick in the nuts, because, I mean, I'm very, very honored, and I feel very, I guess, good that somebody would like to copy my design, and I guess I'm somebody's hero secretly, but at the same time, it's kind of like, come on, man, you got to have a little bit of imagination. Do your own build. There's a billion things you could do with these. Do you really have to copy what I did? It's so annoying. So for you copycat out there, I hope you see this. You're something special. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, you're a clown. Can't stand you. You're annoying. God, what a pussy. Just, I can't say that.
Do you want me to put the picture when you're nose to nose with...
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yes. Oh, so I met my copycat, and I saw my copycat car. Clown. God, that was so annoying. God, that was, don't get me wrong. The car is, I'm not going to lie. So, how can I put this? My copycat made a car that is pretty much identical to mine. I'm not going to lie, his car is beautiful. It is very, very nice. It is a beautiful car. Unfortunately, he's a clown. Fuck, man. God, that's annoying. That's a touchy subject. I'm trying to be as nice as I can possibly be.
You danced around it well.
God, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ, have your own imagination. I mean, this car isn't just a car to me. This isn't just something I can make money on, or it's not just a car. This car has a lot of sentimental value to me, and obviously I've been dreaming about this, and I mean, if you know me, and you know all the history, and you know everything that I know about this car, and I mean, I have the original pamphlet in like the brochure from when you go to the dealership to get this car. I have pictures of every single one you could imagine. I mean, everything about this car I could tell you. And for somebody to come in and basically try to copy your exact design you've been talking about and everything you've been kind of dreaming of, it's kind of annoying. I don't know. There is a lot of upcoming projects that are going to be coming. I'm going to be building an SL 450, or I guess it's a 450 SL. 70s, I think, is what it is. It is a hard top. It is a rust bucket, nasty car at the moment. Holes in the floor. You can actually put your feet through the floor. If you know the Flintstones, you know exactly what this car looks like. It's been sitting for, I was told, I think 12, 13 years, which is kind of ironic, because that's about as long as my Evo 1 was sitting, except this was sitting outside in a junkyard for ever. It has a molded original AMG body kit on it, which made it kind of rare, and it kind of stuck out in my opinion. If you know me, I'm not a very big, I guess, status quo guy, so I don't really care too much about the AMG thing, but it is very unique and very different, and I love it. But we have that coming up. We have the 207D bus van wagon. I don't even know what it's considered really, but we have that coming up. Like I said, we're going to be bringing a few people on that project. I think that's going to be pretty fun and very different. Yeah, like I said, we have a few pretty fun things coming up. Unfortunately, the Benz House is under major construction at the moment. We're doing a lot here with not just cars, but trying to upgrade the Benz House itself, so that way it could be a little bit more enjoyable and friendly for everybody else that needs a place to work on their car. If you guys would like to follow any of our builds, or I guess follow anything that we do, go ahead and check out our Instagram and YouTube channel. It's the Benz House. We have a bunch of old videos on there I bet you guys would absolutely love to enjoy, as well as a bunch of upcoming stuff that you definitely don't want to miss, so make sure you check it out.
All right, guys, we're back at it, trying to start this car that's been abandoned for 20 years.
Go ahead.
That was easy.
That sounds smooth.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Mercedes. You found the key to this?
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to crank this. Hey guys, first start in like 20 years.
This one's got 175,000 on it.
Hold on. Let me spray some fluid in that
Wait, let me
bitch.
see if it even cranks. Oh, bad connection.
Dylon and his big old Bosch battery, dude.
It's heavy.
Yo, when was the bus started last, you think?
Huh?
When was the bus started last?
38 years ago. That's not great.
That tire's nice.
No, that's brand new.
Yep.
That's a $700 tire.
Yep.
It's a really nice tire. It's good rubber
So
left.
this one right here.
Dude, he actually fit this big ass.
Dude, I broke my damn window open.
This battery's gonna be my fucking 13th reason. Holy shit.
Fire! Fire! Watch this seat start.
But you hold that up. You careful, you're gonna get hepis.
You're gonna get Edis Hepis.
Hepis.
Edis Hepis.
Fucking hell.
Hepatitis.
This battery weighs about 3,000 pounds.
Hold on.
This is the first start of this van in like 50 years.
Right into my nostril.
Yo,
You hit the starter.
Fucking trying.
let's go! Yo! Yeah! Yo! Fucking work!
Welcome to the Benz House.